Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan, and what I would like to do today is show you all how to use my Brewery Business Plan Template. So specifically what I want to do for this video is to kind of walk you all through the Word document that I've created that is customizable, but it's geared towards the brewery business. And this is something that a brewer or an owner of a brewing company is going to be able to make some changes to, and at the bare minimum, just get rid of the highlighted areas, put your own information in there, and you should have a workable business plan template in about 30 minutes. So for this video, let me go ahead and walk you all through on how to accomplish that task. But also, if you want to add some more meat to the bone, build out that template a little bit more, make it your own. It's going to take you a little bit longer, but you're also going to have a more complete business plan. All right, so without further ado, let me go ahead and run you all through some of the purpose of the video, and then introduce you all to the Word document. All right, so the purpose of this video is to walk you all through how to make some custom changes to the brewer or brewery business plan template to make it yours, but also to have a business plan that's ready for in less than 30 minutes. Now, of course, if you want to add some more details to it, which I highly recommend, it's going to take you a little bit longer. It's going to be a better document. It's going to be more customized. But like I said, it's going to take a little bit longer. All right, so if you just go in there, you just make the bare minimum changes like I show you how to do. That business plan, that lean business plan is going to be good for landlords. It's going to be good to use for small business loans, and it should be sufficient to share with friends and family as well. Some of the restrictions for the template, first and foremost, it is not compatible with Google or Apple products. It is in a Microsoft Word document, and the Excel model is the financial model is in an Excel document. So those you do need Microsoft Office in order to make the changes. Also, I do not offer free phone support. If you have questions about the template before you purchase it, I would be delighted to answer any and all questions via the phone, email, text. You choose the mode of communication. Be delighted to have it. However, after the purchase, if you need some assistance, then there is no free phone support. I do charge for my services. So just keep in mind, you will have the tutorial to walk you through on how to change the document and use the document, as well as a financial model. But if you want personal service, I do charge for that. So keep that in mind. All right, so what do you get when you buy this Brewery Business Plan template? The first thing you're going to get is the customizable Word document. You're going to be able to go in there, you're going to be able to make your changes so long as you have Microsoft Office, and you're going to be able to make it yours. Next, you're going to get a basic financial model that I'm going to just briefly introduce you to now, but I also do give you a more in-depth tutorial for that as well. But the basic financial model is, again, you go in there, you can change some of the basic information, and if you change the basic information in the model, it's going to update your financials for you. You are also going to get a how to use video on how to use the Word document portion of the template, and this is the video that you're going to get is what I'm doing right now. You're also going to get a how to use video for the financial model. That is more of a generic model, a generic video on how to use my financial model. It's applicable to the brewery model that I give you. So if you watch that video, it will align with the template provided. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and zip on over to the Brewery Business Plan template. So once you make the purchase for the Brewery Business Plan template, you download the information. You are going to then have a Brewery Business Plan Word document, and once you open it up, you're going to see this right here. It's going to say Brewery Business Plan. You can go ahead and put your logo here, or you can put the name of your company. In order to get rid of the yellow throughout the document, you're going to highlight the yellow area. You're going to go right up here. You're going to click on this little tiny arrow here next to the highlighter, and you're going to go to no color. That's going to get rid of the color for the highlighting throughout the plan. The next thing you're going to have here is a table of contents. So this document right here has about 17 pages. If you start adding more of your thoughts and ideas, which I highly recommend that you do, but when you start doing that, inevitably you're going to have more pages to the document. In order to update your table of contents, you're going to click on the table of contents. You're going to go to Update Table. You'll click on that. You're going to click on Update Entire Table, and then you're going to click on OK, and the pages and the titles are going to update accordingly. Next is going to be your executive summary. Again, the highlighted areas is where I recommend you go ahead and make your changes. In this executive summary, the content is going to be in the summary. It's going to be your target market, financial highlights, and funding requests. So just make sure you read through it, change some of the wording if you like, change the highlighted areas, and that's a great way to customize the executive summary. Next is going to be your company description. In the company description, this is where you're going to change your information, make it yours. For the product, this is where you're going to be adding the information about the product and services you're going to be offering. Some breweries, they just sell wholesale, they sell to the retail stores, or they might even sell at retail, and you just go in there, you get your canned craft beers, and you're on your way, or however you're going to be selling your products. Some breweries are going to also be bars and lounges, or even restaurants. So there's a lot of different twists and turns to a brewery, and that's why I kind of leave the product section a little bit open for you to go ahead and put your core competencies. So make sure you describe the services you're going to be offering, and also update the information right here as well. Competitive advantages, again, read through this information, customize it to make it yours. Hours of operation, update that information as well. Your location, how many square feet is your location going to be? And then again, just read through it and just make sure it sounds right, and add more content where you feel is necessary. Next section is going to be the business objectives and timeline. These are some pretty straightforward areas as to some of the objectives you might want to accomplish in month 1 through 3, 3 through 6, and then 6 through 12. In the industry analysis, I do provide you all with up-to-date information. I update this annually, usually in December or January of each year. I'm going to go to IBIS World, which is the third-party marketing company that I use, and they generate reports for me. And what I'll do is I'll summarize that information, and I'll put it in here so you have some brewery industry information that's up to date. I will also break it into product segmentations for you. And then finally, here is the summary for the revenues and the growth expectations for the industry. Next is going to be the SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. In order to make these changes, you're going to click on the document, click on this smart art here. You're going to go to a little tiny arrow right here, click on that, and then here is where you're going to make the changes to the words if you feel that's necessary. These are some just generic ideas that I've come up with based on a brewery company. If you want to make some changes to it, again, feel free. Next is going to be the organizational structure. Legal structure, is it going to be a limited liability corporation, a corporation, limited liability partnership, a partnership, sole proprietor, whatever it's going to be. Make sure to go ahead and update that information and get rid of the yellow here. And then here's some pretty generic job descriptions: CEO, master brewer, cashier. If you're going to have a server or bartender or what have you, make sure to update that information here. Next is going to be the organizational chart, who reports to whom. And for that information, I've got it basically broken down into the CEO, master brewer, cashier, and then the bartender. If there's additional positions or a lack thereof, you can add them right here. But again, clicking that arrow, you can get rid of the cashier if you don't want a cashier, or you can add a different person right there. So you can make the changes to this chart right here. Next is going to be the marketing section. I do go ahead and give you all some just generic ideas for traditional marketing, internet marketing, and social media marketing. It is open for y'all to add some more content where you see fit, but it is a good solid structure. Next is going to be your funding request. How much money you need to get the party started, or even to expand on your brewery. Whatever it's going to be, make sure to identify specifically the dollar amount needed, your term, whether it be 10 years or 20 years or 30 years, and then the expected interest rates right here. Finally is going to be the financial projections. This information comes from the financial model that is included in the business plan template. The financial model is broken into profit and loss for year 1, and then I further break that into month 1 through month 3 with a quarter 1. Then you get month 4 to month 6 with a quarter 2, month 7 to month 9 with a quarter 3, month 10 to month 12 with a quarter 4, and then your pro forma income statement year 1 through year 5. All this information does come from the financial model that I have created and included in the business plan template purchase. And just briefly, the way to use this model is that you are going to go to the information page, and you're going to change. You can change the dark blue of these areas right here. For example, if the average customer sales it's going to be 100. So if you think you're going to have 100 people walk into your brewery a day, but you're only going to be open for 6 days, operating days per week, if you're going to be open for 6 days, and the price is $15 on average, well, once you make those changes, then the profit and loss statement, all this information here, this is your profit and loss quarter 1, profit and loss quarter 2, quarter 3, and so on. And then right here is your income statement. This information changes. So when you make the changes to these variables here, or you can make changes to your startup cost or your fixed cost, or your growth rates, what have you. And then I guess a little bit of a couple of charts right here. But as you make those changes, these numbers are going to automatically update. Once you're done making these changes and updating the information, all you're going to do is highlight it, Control right, copy it. Then you're going to go to the Word document, and you're going to get rid of the financials that I've put in there. You'll highlight them, hit a backspace, and then Control V it. And now you've got an updated income pro forma income statement that is customized with your information. All right, so if this looks like something that's going to be beneficial for your startup organization, all you got to do is zip on over to my website at qualitybusinessplan/brewery business plan template. And I will, on this website right here, you're going to have the instructional video. So this video that I'm doing right now is going to be in place of this trucking company video. So I'm going to put the how to use a brewery business plan template video right here. And then this video right here is the financial tutorial, template tutorial that'll give you a more in-depth understanding as to how to use the financial model. And if this is something you do want to do, all you're going to do is just go right here, click here to buy now, and it'll take you to the my purchase page for the template. All right, so hopefully this information was helpful. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up on YouTube. And as always, have a fantastic day. Thank you.